Welcome, dear friends. Today we're starting a new series, and that is on the polarity of chakras and the influence that has on intimate partner relationships. So first of all, I offer my obeisances time and again unto my spiritual master, unto Shri Gaurachandra, Srimati Radhika, her associates, and her holy abode, Shri Vrindavan, and unto Shri Krishna, his associates, and the devotees of his devotees. I ask them for blessings that we may understand the subject matter at hand that we want to deliberate. And this article is on Neues Lemuria.de, and I don't, care who wrote it, and what is the website. I don't know these people, but what I can say is, whether we may agree with what they say or not, information is pretty interesting and something worthy of deliberation. So I invite you, think about it, deliberate about it, and comment and share for the upliftment of all. So they're starting with the consciousness of neediness, or the lack, consciousness of lacking. So let me translate here on the go from German into English. Anyone can only give what he or she has. So by the way, let me use the word she instead of he, because she includes he, S-H-I, okay? So she, if someone is in the consciousness of lacking, living in such a consciousness, so internally there is a kind of dragging or hunger through which she tries to fill up this lacking from the outside. Be that outside another man, a human, nature, God, or whatever. Though God may not be outside, but still, in a certain sense, we are requesting God to fulfill our inner lacking on the external. In this way, the internal lacking cannot be overcome. The hunger cannot be satisfied. Why not? We humans have a creative potential, and I'm just remarking, I'm doing a free translation here where I slightly disagree. I translate it in my way. You can go to the original source if you're interested. So we create with our consciousness and our feeling, we create the world. Again, that is only partially true. We influence what is coming into our world. We don't directly create it, and there are different factors at work. It's a very general simplification, what they say here. We create in the outside what we carry on the inside. Again, a generalization. I don't want to question that in any detail now, in every detail, because we are wanting to aim at the subject of the chakras. So if there is a lacking inside, then usually we will also create and experience a kind of lacking in the outside, as a general rule. Let's take, for example, the situation that someone does not value him or herself. So there is an inner lacking of recognition, of value. Oftentimes, in emotional situations, that human being tries to get compliments and recognition of other people. And what are we not doing to get this kind of compliments or approval? So people try to outsmart others with their performance and create thereby an atmosphere of survival and war tendentially. And that creates another feeling of lacking, and that's the lack of security and safety. And then one expects the partner to fill in for that. One hopes for security, emotional and material, in a partner relationship. On the external, struggle, fighting, plagues, etc. And at home, in the four walls at home, there should be peace, joy, and happiness. That's the question. How should that be? How can a partner relationship work out if both partners spend 90% of their lives in a consciousness of struggle? How then should one be able to switch so quickly in the little time that's left for being together to the frequencies of love and peace, to live in that kind of mood? This is the question. Most certainly, the basic feeling will also be transported into our free time. And under this, also the love towards life is suffering, and also the love in our partner relationships. And so an overall feeling of lack is created. How many times do relationships break for this or similar reasons? One tries to find a new partner, and many times this kind of game is repeated. Life feels continually or growingly worse, and the human becomes more and more bitter, especially if he comes to this point and he doesn't find another source that could nourish him. Many then turn towards God, towards the angels or spiritual dimensions. And here finally we hope for a satiation of this nagging hunger. But also here, oftentimes the consciousness of lacking and struggle is entering. One is struggling or striving for love, light, enlightenment, and similar things. But everyday life brings so much darkness with it, so many movements in consciousness that are not very much in the spirit of love. And afterwards, one feeling bad, adding to that self-blame and questions how one should or is supposed to live the beautiful and pure. And so also here there is a tiring struggle, and the feeling of lacking remains or comes back again and again. So this is just setting the base situation of nowadays situation of most of us to some or other extent, and we will go into a more deeper perspectives with the next video. So thank you for tuning in. Thanks for your comments, for your likes, your shares, and see you in the next episode of the polarity of chakras. Jai Shri Radhe.